think it's dawned on me.
Tomorrow is your birthday, but he isn't with you, as he is out of the country because of some work. It has been 2 days, you're missing him like hell. It was an arranged marriage, and how can you stop yourself from falling for this man? He was alluring, not just from outside but inside too. Firstly, he thought that you won't be able to manage with each other, but with time, you both fall in love. About your birthday, it's your first after marriage, so it's very special to you as you wanted to celebrate with him, but he had to leave and you didn't want him to stay. He didn't even remember that it's your birthday when you asked him 2 days back. Winning and sulking is how you spend your whole day. You were staying with your cousin sister as Leong told you to. She came back a few days back, so it can be called a reunion too. You were in room all day. You thought many times to call him but didn't as you were mad. It is already 10:39 of 26th March. Just some more hours than it's your birthday. You have been checking your phone from time to time just for his messages or call. Just then your cousin Emmy passed in the room. You looked at her with a frown. Your name, get your lazy ass up right now. You have been like this since morning. It's just a birthday. He might be busy, you know. Let's go somewhere. No, your name. I don't want to go. I'm fine like this. Fine like what? Let's get an ice cream. Please. After a lot of bickering, she dragged you out after dressing you quite nicely. You didn't know why she asked you to change your clothes in something decent. And then you both went in the car. You were mindlessly looking outside the window, but you frowned when you saw two ice cream parlors leaving behind. Why aren't we out to have ice cream? You looked at her and asked. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I have to meet friend too. You won't mind, right? The place is really good. You'll love it. Just wait, okay? She spoke as you just nodded. You weren't in a good mood, so just shrugged it off, and soon you reached the place. It was almost 11:49, just 11 minutes to your birthday. You got out of the car and gasped. Han River? You said. You were enjoying the breeze of that not so calm river. Emmy took your phone saying she needed to call someone and she went to attend the call. You were so into your thoughts that you didn't notice someone standing behind you. The firecracker started in the dark sky and you were amazed by the view. It was so beautiful. You were looking at the sky with an awe. But soon your ears perked up at someone's voice. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Yone. You looked at Theo, who was giving you heart eyes, and in no time you broke in tears as you were thinking about him all day that he might forgot your birthday just to give the surprise later. You hugged him instantly, and he hugged you back. You broke into tears more and were chanting thousands of thank you. Parting away, you were looking at him with a pout. He bought a cake in front of you and asked to cut it. Blowing the candles, you made a wish and cut that cake. You both fed each other too. He dragged you towards his car, which was parked 10 steps away. The car was fully decorated. Its trunk was made as a half bed, lighting all around, quilt and some cushions placed here and there. And then you both hopped in the car, making each other comfortable. When did you plan all this? You asked. When I was in New Zealand, he said. He leaned in and kissed his lips. He gladly accepted. Thank you so much. I really wanted to spend my birthday with you. And I'm the one who wants more, sweetheart, he said and got some gifts from the back. Here, let's open the gifts, darling. He gave you a box. You started opening it. You were too happy today. You looked at the gifts. It was a bracelet, just of your taste. There was something engraved on the back of it. I love you forever and ever. I love you too, Tete. You had a happy tears in your eyes. You both shared a passionate kiss. He asked you if he could put it on you, and you gladly said yes. He placed the bracelet on your wrist. It was shining on you, like it was just made for you. He opened another box, and there was a chain necklace. You were shocked that this man was gone for business, but he did so many things just for you. You turned back for him to make you wear that. He hooked the chain around your neck and started pecking all over your neck. It surely gave you thousands of butterflies in your stomach. You couldn't help yourself from blushing hard. You turned back, facing him. You look too beautiful today. He tugged your hair behind your ear. Thank you. You also look handsome. Yes, I know, because I look like this every day. He says, and you pouted. He kissed that pout. Soon you both laid on the quilt and looked at the shining sky, but his eyes were on you. Hey, look, the sky is too beautiful today, isn't it? You asked, still looking there. Indeed, it's beautiful. But what I'm looking at is more beautiful than that. His concentration was on you. You turned and looked at him just to find him looking at you with full love and adorance. Stop flirting. Wait, stop me if you can. You kissed him to stop talking. If this is how you are going to stop me, then let me flirt with you all my life, darling. This time he kissed you with full passion. It was turning wild with time. His hand on your curves. It went to your hips as he squeezed it. You moaned in his mouth. He took this chance and shoved his tongue in your mouth. He was feeling the cavern of your mouth. Soon you both have to pull out oxygen. You both needed that. Like this, you both spent time in each other's embrace for 3 hours. You wanted to stay longer, but it was already late. He started driving, and soon you reached your cousin's house. He came out of the car and looked at you sleeping. Actually, you weren't sleeping. You wanted him to carry you to your room. He understood what you wanted. He shook his head and chuckled. Taking you in the bridal style, he walked into the house after opening the door with a little difficulty. He took you inside your room and tucked you in your bed. Your hands, which were on his neck, still stayed there. You didn't leave him. You opened your eyes and looked at him. He was staring at you. You leaned and started kissing him. The kiss was getting more and more intense. You pulled him on the bed and sat on his lap. The kiss didn't break. You grind on his lap. Breaking the kiss, you started giving him wet kisses on his jawline and neck. You were marking there with dark red hickeys. You were moving too much on his part that caused him a You started unbuttoning his shirt and trailed your kisses to his chest. Baby, wait, it will turn something else, and I won't be able to control myself, he said between catching his breath. Who's telling you to control?